Hi folks, how you doing? Right, I was at Expo at the weekend. Didn't see a lot of people at Expo. It was a strange experience. Yeah, very busy, but I never got a chance to see many folk at all, sadly. Didn't spend very long there on the Saturday, and but I did pick up something for review. Now, you got these expos and fests, and you take a wad full of money in. I didn't really buy much at all. Got a lot of juice, but there was no hardware there that I really wanted. Anything I did want was already sold. But I picked up this. This is the new DigiFlavor FUJI GTA Genesis Tank Atomizer from DigiFlavor, which is part of Geek Vape, I believe. Now, I got the dual coil, the dual coil version. I didn't realise there was a single coil as well, though. So you've got a dual coil version, which is this one, and you got a single coil version, which I didn't actually see at the show, and I wouldn't have bought anyway. So yeah, this is the. I'll show you a bit in the close up, but this is the FUJI GTA Genesis Tank Atomizer, and it is very odd. That's how I describe it. It's odd. Yeah. So I've been using this on Saturday now, and it's been performing well. So we'll just go straight to the close-up. I'll show you what comes in the box. I'll show you the build I've got in it and how to wick it. So yes, the FUJI GTA from DigiFlavor. Okay, then let's take a look at this DigiFlavor FUJI GTA, the dual coil version. As I said before, I didn't realise there was actually a single coil version, but I purchased this from Expo in Birmingham at the weekend, so I've been using it for Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I've been using it for 6 days. Yeah, 6 days. Rewicked it a couple of times, been playing around with it, and overall I've been enjoying it. DigiFlavor.com. On the back, what we've got. The GTA design moves the chamber closer to the drip tip for pure flavour. Airflow developed to the coil, easily to wick. And we have one full GTA dual coil version, one spare parts poly bag, one replacement glass tube. You've got your scratch and check. DigiFlavor are part of Geek Vape, and you'll see that with the toolkit when I open this. There we go, open the box, very nice, firm box. Right, we've got our FUJI GTA here, which I've just cleaned. That's just condensation inside the glass. It's a 25mm tank, so it is rather large. I think it's 48mm. No, it's from the top of the tank here to there is 46, and then drip tip to the base of the airflow is 10. So in height in total, it's 56mm in height by 25mm in diameter. You've got a gold-plated stainless steel adjustable 510 pin here. You've got designed and manufactured by DigiFlavor, your serial number. You've got top airflow, which has got lovely detents. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, 1, 2. So you've only got 2 detents. It doesn't spin either. But we've seen this airflow before somewhere. Let me get the Heracles Plus. Yes, the Heracles Plus and the DigiFlavor GTA. They are very similar. This has the airflow on the top as well that goes down into the coil head. This is exactly the same. The airflow goes down into the coil head, and I'll show you that when we take it apart. But yeah, it's very similar top styling to the Heracles Plus. Right. The GTA, sorry, the FUJI GTA comes in this sort of anodized black orange stainless steel. Let's take the top off first. Right, so you can see this. You've got I should have bought a stainless steel tank. You can't really see it very well. Open this up. You've got little airflow channels that come into here, and then in the top section of the chimney you've got an air hole there, you've got one there, you've got one there. So it's a 3, 1, 2, 3, no, it's 4. So there's 4 airflow channels on the top of this chimney section, which go all the way down to the coil. Take the top cap off. And you notice as I'm unscrewing this, it's coming away from the deck. Yes, that is the deck in the centre of this tank. Now they say this is a Genesis style tank, but the Genesis chamber sits halfway in the tank and you can actually fill it all the way up. Pop this off. This is the top of a chimney section, and there you can see the airflow ring surrounding the chimney, which goes down into the coils. So you're getting airflow down into the coils, and you're also getting it up. Base section here. So you've got bottom airflow that comes up through this chimney section and is split. You can see the little sections there. The airflow is actually split and then comes up to these 2 large sort of 5mm holes under your coils. You've got a standard velocity style deck. This is a wire doctor build I've got in here, 0.2 ohms, 3.5mm. It's coming, oh yeah, 0.2 ohms. So yes, you've got these large sort of 15mm wide by 2mm cycloptic air holes here, and whatever you adjust on that side is exactly the same on that side. And again, these have got sort of clicky detents as well. And they lock in place, they don't spin. So, and the AFC it's a real nice adjustment on it, really a nice adjustment. I do like it. So your deck, and now it's a Genesis style, as I say, Genesis style rebuildable drip tank atomizer, whatever you want to call it. I mean, when I was vaping, Genesis style was used stainless steel rope, but yes, we're using cotton now. And DigiFlavor are advertising this as a Genesis tank atomizer. Right, let's wick it up. Take a piece of organic cotton. Feed it through the coil. Don't want it too tight, just a bit of resistance. Drape it down like so. I get another piece of cotton, which I had. Take this through. Nice resistance. And again, drape that down through the channels, like that. Right, we want to trim this just above the base of the tank. So hold your cotton down, and then just there, snip. And the same on this side, hold it down and snip. And over this side. Yeah, oops. Trim that off. And then we've got cotton tails hanging down into the tank. Now on the pictures on the DigiFlavor website, they've got the cotton right down the base, but it's been working fine for me just sitting there. No issues at all. Right, let's get some juice on this. Going to be rocking some Raspberry Ruin from Highland Clouds up my hometown. Big shout out to Chris Hannigan. This stuff is awesome. I love this juice. Right, so we'll just wet our wicks up. Just wet the wicks so it's easier to push into the little channels, so we can screw the cap on without any issues. I've now got juicy fingers. Just pull your cotton down, try and make it as tidy as you can. Because these cotton channels are extremely thick. Sorry, wide, not thick, wide. Take our glass. I should trim these first, a bit messy. Pop our glass down, take our top section, and it screws down like that. So, you know, wicking this tank is dead easy. And we can see our little cotton tails poking through the bottom. And let's fill it up. The juice filling holes are massive in here, so you'll get your drippers and you'll get your unicorn bottle tops in here. They're really, really big juice holes. Overall, I'm extremely impressed with the design of the Fuji GTA. It's different, I'll give you that. I think the reason that I bought it at Expo was because it was more a case of, what's that? That's very odd. And I'm glad I did buy it. It cost me at Expo £20, but I believe you'll be able to buy the Fuji GTA at around £25 mark, which overall is a good price for this little tank. Well, it's not a little tank, a 25mm device. Fits lovely on the Lux, which I'll show you in a minute. And that's what I was vaping it on in the beginning of the review. I think that's enough juice. Let's get a top cap. Watch the Ideal Ohm Show episode. Go away, pop. I'm getting pop-ups popping up on my phone. Oh, the Ideal Ohm Show starting. Oh no. The Ideal Ohm Show on a Thursday night at 9 o'clock is just about to start. I'll do this section first and I'm going to sit and watch it. There we go. Full of juice. Oh, got that air bubble. Come on. There we go. Pops out. This is all full of juice and ready to vape. You can see I filled it right up to the top. You know, over the past 6 days I've had no issues leaking at all because the airflow is slap bang in the middle of the tank. So you've almost got like a diver's bell scenario. Yeah, it's hard to describe with the GTA, with the Fuji GTA, because your airflow's in there. So there's nothing down here and there's nothing up here. It's all inside this, because it uses a vacuum sort of system and a Genesis system as well. So that's it all full. Right, let's just close that. And let's have a look inside the box. Right, forgot this. Also inside the box we have your typical Geek Vape or DigiFlavor bits and pieces. You've got this Allen wrench type T-bar tool. You've got a 510 adapter. You've got different coloured O-rings to put inside your tank. I'm just sticking with the clear ones. So you've got red, you've got green, lots and lots of O-rings, lots of, it's these, what do you call them? Grub screws. That's for your velocity deck. So that's all that really comes in your box. No instructions. No, I don't think there's any instructions. And your spare glass. Let's get the locks. Pop this onto the locks like so. That does look good. I mean, remember this is a 25mm device. What we got it at? Let's just check. 0.2 ohms, 4 volts, 60 watts. Rocking. Right, let's finish this, pop up, and tell you what I think, pros and cons. Okay then, so that was a close-up of the Fuji GTA from DigiFlavor, and we've got it on the locks now. I've got some of this, it's a lovely raspberry ruin from Highland Clouds in here. So let's have a vape. Gosh, lovely. Right, so your airflow settings. Whew. I've got this wide open at the moment, so the bottom airflow is wide open and the top's wide open, and it's very, very airy. That's a very airy draw. As you can see, it produces really good vapour, this tank. It's a WTF when you look at this thing. Because you've got the chamber halfway up the tank, okay, it's that Genesis style you saw in the close-up. So you've got the wicks coming down into the base of the tank, but you fill it right up. Now DigiFlavor is saying that it's a combination of a vacuum design plus that Genesis design as well. Which actually, in my opinion, it works really well. It's just this sort of... When I saw it at it was the Grey Haze stand I saw it at Expo at the weekend. And there was nothing hardware-wise I was really wanting to buy, but I saw this, and it was like, what was... I just... sort of words failed me when I looked at it, picked it up, and it was just, what is it? I mean, it's a big tank, it's 25mm, I mean, it is a big tank. You know, 56, including the drip tip, 56mm in height completely, so it's not small, and it looks... I mean, that's the Lux, and it looks larger than the Lux. It's very easy to build on, it's very easy to wick, it's extremely easy to fill up. As I said, wide open, very, very airy. If you close off the top airflow, it's still a very airy sort of long hit, very airy long hit, but the flavour intensifies. If you shut off the bottom airflow, and then just open the top wide, so top's open wide only. Flavour is really intense. The flavour is extremely intense, it is. It's like, wow. Oh. But it's quite a restrictive lung hit though, I must admit. But if you just want something for flavour, shut off that bottom airflow and just use the top airflow, but the flavour's spot on. I like to use it sort of the bottom airflow half open, the top airflow wide open. And that gives me a lovely, warm, flavoursome vape. And it's just, oh, but that raspberry ruin, it's stunning, absolutely stunning. Really, really nice. As I showed you the close-up, the comparison between the top of the Heracles and the way the Heracles does the top airflow, it's identical. I mean, DigiFlavor copied the Heracles, I'll admit. Looks-wise, it's odd. It's very odd. It's not unpleasant. I mean, you've got the cotton coming down, which is a bit... That's a bit funky. At least with the other sort of RDTAs, I mean, like the Limitless Plus, at least it's, you've got the option of smoked glass. I'd like to have seen that with the Fuji, to have a smoked glass option so you really didn't see the cottontails hanging out. But that's just my personal sort of preference. For flavour and for vapour, it's fantastic. It is. It's a really, really good tank. Now, I purchased this myself from Grey Haze. It cost me £20 at Expo, but I believe they're retailing for around about £25. 25mm device, holds 5.5 mils of juice. The single coil Fuji holds 6 mils of juice, but I didn't see the single coil one there. Plus, if I wouldn't have bought one. Not really my thing. But yeah, so 5.5 mils of juice. So it holds plenty of juice. It's easy to work on. It's just a bit fugly, but it's a big thumbs up for DigiFlavor. Big thumbs up. I'd give this 9 out of 10. Not 10 out of 10 because just because of the looks, basically. It's got. Actually, that's a point. Is that? Ow. I don't think it's a standard. No, it's not. It's not a standard 510 fitting. No. It's not a standard 510. If I can find the device that's got. Will that fit? So your Goon, your Kennedy, and your Unholy drip tips will fit. So yeah, if you want to put one of your AV Life or competition drip tips, they fit on the Fuji. Awesome. Very awesome. Let's try this one. Yeah, there you go. Oh, that looks trick. That looks smart, like that. Yeah, so your Kennedy 24, 25s, your Goons, your TFV8 drip tips will fit the Fuji. Wow, excellent. Now, DigiFlavor do produce a mouth-to-lung only sort of version of this GTA. It's called the Siren. So if you're only into your mouth-to-lung sort of tanks, have a look for the DigiFlavor Siren. It looks very similar to the Fuji, but the deck's different. The deck's, it's got like a top cap that fits over the airflow to restrict it, and yeah, I've not got one of them because I'm not a mouth-to-lung sort of person. I do have, though, I have got the Rip Trippers Project Pharaoh from DigiFlavor, which I will be reviewing very shortly. So if you enjoyed this video regarding the DigiFlavor Fuji, look out for the Pharaoh, because I'll be doing it very soon. Anyway, guys, that was the Fuji GTA dual coil tank from DigiFlavor. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you found it useful. And stay tuned for the Pharaoh tank review, RDA. Rebuild a dripper tank atomizer. Yeah, it's a tank. See you soon. Bye.